Well guys, today I have a great lesson for you on Aruarian Dance by Nujabes. This is a great song for you to learn, but it is a lot of work to get there as well, but the reward is there at the end of it, I think. So it's really worth your time to learn. Now, before we get started, we are in a different tuning today. We're tuning down 3 steps, which means everything will be down 3 semitones. So your original E string will now be a C sharp, so down 3 frets. Then we've got an A down to an F sharp, D down to a B, then a G down to an E, then your B down to a G sharp, and then your E down to a C sharp. So if you played a regular E major, make sure that it sounds like it's in tune first, otherwise you'll have some problems later on, okay? So that's our new tuning. We've got our C sharp, our F sharp, our B, our E, and then our G sharp and our C sharp, okay? Make sure you're in tune. We don't have any capo on this time, and then we can get into the song. All right, so the start is going to be... Okay, so what we're doing there, we're holding the same notes the whole time, just plucking different strings. So we're barring across the 7th fret and just placing our pinky on the 9th fret of the 1st string. And our first notes that we're going to play will be the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, okay? So there's kind of a staggered rhythm there. And then we're going to go 4, 3, 1, and then 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's do that again. And again. So no notes are moving there, we're just going 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go 6th fret of the 4th string there with our open 6th string. So that should be a really nice 2 notes plucked at the same time. Then we're going to go 7th fret of the 1st string up to the 12th fret, okay, so, and then we're going to pluck on the 12th fret and then the 9th fret, okay, so it should sound like this. So let me play that slowly. I know it's hard to get your head around, but it's really worth taking your time. So just watch how I play it and then try and play it just like that, okay? Okay, so one more time. And then we're gonna go. All right. And then back to that same original chord. And we're going to pluck the 1st and the 6th string. And we're going to go 4, 3, 2. Okay, so 6th and 1st. Then 4, 3, 2. Okay, so far we've got... And then back to this one. And then we're going to move on to a new chord. So this is probably our most challenging chord. We're going. Then down to this one. So it's going to be barred on the 4th fret. We've got our 6th fret of the 4th string, our 5th fret down here of the 2nd string, and we're going to keep our pinky on the 1st string up on the 7th fret. So that's what makes it challenging here, is you're trying to keep your pinky up here, even though naturally you don't really want to have it up there, okay? So going from this one, then we're going to go, so that same picking pattern, just 5 and 1 this time. So 5 and 1, 4, 3, 2. Okay, 5 and 1, 4, 3, 2. So then this one, then onto a major 7 chord up here. So that'll be a D major 7, which is going to be barred on the 5th fret this time. Then on our 4th string we've got 7th fret, 3rd string we have 6th fret, 2nd string we have 7th fret again, and then 5th fret of the 1st string. So 5 and 1, 4, 3, 2. So that same pattern. So from here we're going. Then onto this one with our pinky still there. Then D major 7. and then last chord, and we're going to go 6th string open, as well as the 1st string with our 7th fret. So at the same time, and then 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I know it's hard to follow along, but just bear with me here. Okay, so slowly. Then onto this one. Then onto our D major 7. Then onto this one with our open 6th. And then we're going to move on to what's actually going to play through a lot of the song. Here we're going. Okay, so what I'm doing is barring on the 2nd fret here from the 4th to the 1st string, and then I'm placing my ring finger on the 4th fret there of the 3rd string. So we've got an open 5th, 2nd fret of the 4th, and then a little strum, and that strum should really hit the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Okay, so 5, 4, strum, 1st, 2, 3, 4, and again. Okay, so this one here, just to make sure you've got it down, we're barring the 4th to the 1st string, open on the 5th and 6th string, and we're just adding our ring finger here onto the 3rd string, that's the 4th fret. Then we're going to move up to a weird chord up here. We've got our 5th fret of the 5th string, 4th fret of the 4th string, 5th fret of the 3rd string, and we'll go. Okay, so it will be. Okay, and then that's 5th fret of the 2nd string, and just slide up to the 10th fret. So you'll hold that for a second, and then down to the 9th fret of the 2nd string. Alright, so we've got okay, and then we'll go back to this one. So you've already learned that part, and we're just going to repeat that. Okay, so let me just make sure that it's down for you. So the very start we're going. And then onto our new chord progression. D major 7. Onto this one. So that one again will be. Then D major 7, then here, then and we'll play that last part that I've just played, this one. Play that 8 times all together, okay? So just keep on repeating it. 3, 4, and then 4 more times after that, okay? So hopefully you're following along still. Then we're going to do pretty much what we did for the intro. We're going to go 6th and 1st string with this 7th fret bar, 9th fret on the 1st string. So it's 6th and 1st, 4, 3, and then roll across the 4th to the 1st string. So it's very similar to what we learnt before. Then here you've already learnt that, and then again. Okay, so you've already learned that, you're just repeating it a second time. Then we're going to move on to a new section that's a little bit harder. It's probably up there with the hardest part in the song, but this is actually one of the last parts that I'm going to be teaching you, and then I'll just teach you the structure afterwards. But there's one more section after this one that I'm about to teach you. Now what we're doing here, after we've played the Then we're going to go back to this same chord. So that's 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? And you're going to keep on speeding up as you start this riff and continue through it. Then you're going to slide down, pinky on the 7th fret here, and you're going to go middle finger on the, so what's this, 6th fret of the 4th string, ring finger on the 6th fret of the 3rd string, so both 6th fret, and then index finger down here is going to go on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And we're going to play that same pattern, 4, 3, 2, 1 with our fingers there. So now just slide that down 2 frets exactly. So now you should be starting with your index finger on the 3rd fret, pinky on the 5th fret, and your other 2 fingers on the 4th fret there. Same pattern, so same pattern. And then the last one we're going to do is keep our pinky on the 4th fret. We're going to go ring finger and middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd and 3rd string, index finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Now as we do this, the most important part is that because we're playing the 4th string first, you need to get your index finger there pretty quickly, okay? Otherwise you won't get it there, okay? So then you're going to go, and it is a bit of a weird sounding chord, but it does make sense once it's part of the bigger picture here, okay? So, and you're just going to play that once, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's go through that really slowly. Then slide down. Then down here. And then after that, we're going to go up here, weirdly on the 11th fret of the 3rd string and 14th fret of the 1st string, played pretty quickly. Okay, so that will be okay. So once you play it through, you might want to listen to the recording as well. It'll help you make more sense of it there. And after we play the 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll move on to another section. Okay, so it actually lets those ring out, and then lets those go for 2 bars, and then we'll go on to a new section. Okay, so let's just work on this faster part here so we can get that down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'd move on from there, okay? So let's work through that whole next section that I've just played for you. It'll be and again, and then onto the faster part. Okay, just like that. It is a little bit faster in the recording, but I recommend that you work your way up to that. Don't rush it, and make sure that you're getting it right a few times before increasing the speed with a metronome. That's the best way to learn it, at least. And then we're going to pretty much repeat exactly the same thing again. So that whole section that I just taught you will repeat again. The only 2 differences are at the start of it, that part that you've already learnt, you'll play 3 times rather than the 2 that we just played. And then after the 3rd time, you're going to go, but rather than going down the fretboard, you're going to go straight back up to the original chord, and then back to this one. So what you should hear is okay, so it should be like that, going between those 2, and then we'll move on to a new section. Okay, so it should be just like that, and then after that you'll move straight back into, so you're not actually going down there and then ending with the, you're just going straight into another one. And this next section that we're heading into will be the same as the one I taught you just before. playing twice on this one. And then the fast part will be just the regular fast part. And then down, okay? So you know that part already, that shouldn't be too hard for you. Now after that section, we do have something to break it up a little bit. We've got an interlude here where we're going to add in some minor 7 chords, but here we've got a variation first. We're going to go on the 7th fret, 6th string, then 6th fret of the 4th string, then 7th fret of the 3rd and 2nd string. So 6, 4, 3, 2, then you're going to go 2, 3, and then slide that index finger up so that they're all on the 7th fret. You could change it around actually, so then you can choose either way. You could change it so that your middle finger plays the 7th fret, index finger plays the 7th fret of the 6th string. It's up to you, but you go 6, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, and then 7th fret of the 4th. Okay, and then you're going to go just what I showed you there, 6, 4, 3, 2, and then up 2 frets, 6, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so that slowly will be 6, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 6, 4, 3, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2. Okay, and the only real change there is the slide up to the 7th fret so that they're all on the 7th fret, and then you're sliding them all up 2 frets there. Okay, so and then you're just going to repeat that same thing 3 more times, so 4 times altogether. And so on, and that will take us through to the end of our interlude. And then after that, there's actually nothing new to learn for the song. There's a few different variations of playing that 3 times or 2 times, and then the variation between, and going between those ones. There's a few different variations, so I'd recommend you listen to the full song so that you can learn it properly as well, getting it all correct as you go. You don't want to make it up, so you want to make sure that the structure that you're playing through is actually right to the recording as well. So I'd recommend following through that recording, but that's actually all that you need to know for Aruarian Dance. That's a lot of fun to play, but it is a lot of hard work to learn as well. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and if you have, make sure to join the Discord community that you'll find in the description below. That will take you to a place where we get to hang out and learn plenty more guitar together. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.